Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Morris from the Space Tours organization, and today I'm going to be talking about the origins behind the constellations Hydra and Aries. Hydra, the largest of the 88 constellations, spans an expansive area of 1,300 square degrees in the night sky. Positioned in the second quadrant of the southern hemisphere, it becomes visible at latitudes ranging from positive 54 to negative 83 degrees. This constellation is surrounded by several neighboring constellations. The Greek depiction of the Hydra constellation is an adaptation of the Babylonian constellation, which represented a serpent and was similar to the Hydra. The Babylonian constellation also corresponded to the Greek constellation Serpents, which represented a mythological hybrid of the serpent, bird, and lion. In Greek mythology, the Hydra constellation is closely associated with the second of Hercules, Laboris. Hydra was a colossal multi-headed creature, the offspring of the monstrous Typhon and Echidna, a being with half woman and half serpent attributes. Another one of Hydra's siblings was the dragon Ladon, who guarded the Garden of Hesperides, and was later defeated by Hercules, represented by the constellation Draco. The hero himself is honored in the heavens by the constellation Hercules. According to the myth, the Hydra had 9 heads, and one of them was immortal. In celestial depictions, the Hydra is usually shown with a single head, presumably the immortal one. The formidable monster resided close to the town of Lerna, wreaking havoc upon the land. Hercules faced a daunting task, beginning by shooting flaming arrows into the Hydra's lair to force it out. He engaged in a fierce battle using his club to crush the creature's heads one by one. However, every time he destroyed a head, 2 new ones sprouted in its place. Amidst the fight, Hercules was momentarily distracted by a crab emerging from the swamp, which tried to attack his foot. Hercules dealt with the crab, and as tribute, Hera placed in the night sky as a constellation of Cancer. Ultimately, Hercules managed to overcome the Hydra with the assistance of his charioteer Aeolus. Aeolus burned the stumps of each head that Hercules severed, and in the end, Hercules successfully removed the immortal head, burying it beneath a rock. In an alternate myth, the constellation Hydra is linked to the water snake that Apollo's crow blamed for its tardiness. Apollo had sent the crow, represented by the constellation Corvus, to fetch him a cup of water, associated with the constellation of Crater. The crow, however, got sidetracked by a fig tree and indulged in a feast. Upon its return, it falsely accused the water snake for the delay. Seeing through the crow's deception, Apollo punished it by placing it in the sky as a constellation. Apollo also transformed the water snake and the cup into constellations. Thus, the celestial realm, the water snake, Hydra, perpetually prevents the crow Corvus from drinking from the cup of water, which is Crater. Aries is the 39th largest constellation in the sky, occupying 441 square degrees. It lies in the first quadrant of the northern hemisphere and can be seen at latitudes between positive 90 and negative 60 degrees. Aries also has several neighboring constellations. Aries belongs to the zodiac family of constellations along with Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpius, Sagittarius, Capricornus, Aquarius, and Pisces. The Babylonians initially identified Aries as the Angarian worker, making the final position to the ecliptic. However, the name later changed to Ram, though the reason for this alteration remains uncertain. In the 7th century BC, the Neo-Babylonians revised their zodiac, placing Alpha Arietis very close to the vernal equinox. The positioning significantly elevated Aries' prominence along with the zodiac signs in astrology. During that era, Aries encompassed the equinox, denoting to the point where the sun crossed the celestial equator from north to south. However, due to the slow wobble of the Earth's axis, the vernal equinox has since shifted Aries to Pisces. Yet, in 130 BC, it lay just south of Gamma Arietis and was considered the starting point of the zodiac. In Greek mythology, Aries is linked to the golden ram that rescued Phrixus and took him to the Colchis, where he sacrificed to the ram gods. The ram skin became a legendary golden fleece, later featured in the story of Jason and the Argonauts. Phrixus, the son of a Boeotian king, had a twin sister named Helle. Their stepmother Ino harbored ill intentions and sought to get rid of them. She conspired to bring famine upon the land by ensuring the wheat crops failed. An oracle, Delphi, was received, and Ino bribed him in a falsely claim that the king's children must be sacrificed to avert the people's starvation. Phrixus and Helle were both saved by a winged ram with golden wool, sent to them by their real mother, the cloud nymph Nephele. The ram carried both children eastward to Colchis, but tragically Helle fell off the ram and drowned in the Dardanelles, and the strait was later named Hell's Point, or the Sea of Helle, in her memory. Phrixus was warmly received by the king of Colchis, to whom he presented a golden fleece. As a token of gratitude, the king bestowed Phrixus with the hand of his daughter, Chalciope. This just about sums up the Hydra and Aries constellations. I really hope you've learned something today, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to become a member of Space Taurus, the link to join will be in the description below. Space Taurus strives to break down the barriers that have traditionally limited access to space exploration. By joining our organization, you will actively contribute to our mission of making space more accessible to people from diverse backgrounds, regardless of their socioeconomic status or scientific expertise. We aim to provide an educational program and opportunity for individuals to engage in space-related activities in our community. Space Taurus actively collaborates with mentors to provide aspiring individuals with the resources they need to pursue a novel research project. Space Taurus recognize the importance of preserving and protecting our planet and the celestial bodies we explore. As a member, you will actively contribute to our advocacy and conservation efforts aimed at promoting sustainable space exploration practices. By joining our organization, you become a part of the collective voice advocating for responsible space activities, preservation of celestial resources, and the promotion of ethical guidelines within the space industry. And I hope to see you here.